To the air, it's Green. The screen, he can go. At the 40, there he goes. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Grab behind the line. It's Anthony.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
The Razorbacks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Quarterback now breaking the field. Finds a man on the right. He's loose. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks. Southwest Conference, alive and well once again here today as these two rivals are set to square off, and we are set to bring it to you. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on another team from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Collins with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Razorbacks will get us started with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the... Five-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking for room, it's Moss. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Texas A&M going up tempo. These two old SWC rivals might have taken a bit of a hiatus in their series, but once the Aggies came to the SEC, things ratcheted back up quickly.
Right, and that's been some of the cool side of conference expansion, right? You got this rivalry renewed from a long time ago, but since joining the conference, A&M has dominated Arkansas Arkansas looking to get a little payback.
It always feels big when you watch this game. We've seen so many of these games in recent years being played at Jerry World, and with all the speed on the field from both sides, this is always, I think, one of the more fun games to watch every season.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Holds and fires complete to the right. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
It's a bad sign on offense when you have that many people running free at your running back. That means guys up front aren't getting their blocks. Just too many hats getting to the ball carrier. I love his effort making multiple guys miss, but still, it's a negative play.
Looking downfield, it's Reed. He wants to go deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, the receiver was double covered on that play, and I don't know if the decision by the QB had to do with the pressure. Because he was hurried, he just had to get rid of that faster than he wanted to. He's lucky he didn't come away with an interception.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
Well, watching this DB on film, I just love his ability to break on the ball, and I think he was anticipating on third and long that time, the offense throwing it right around the sticks. So he was able to drive on the football and secure that interception.
They'll move the wide receiver. Now on the option. Running to Green. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
This offense is going to challenge the defense with their assignment football in the option game, and they're doing it here early in the first quarter. Great job by the quarterback, making all of his reads. Nobody accounting for the pitch guy, so you flip it out to him, and a nice gain offensively here. And this is something the defense now is going to have to contend with for the rest of the game, trying to stop this option attack.
The Razorbacks come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on third down. Grab near the marker. It's Anthony. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Well, after getting that takeaway, this offense is needing some points, and that's a big completion there on third down. Good job reading the coverage. The offense is going to stay on the field. They want to keep this momentum going, and that last completion, that was big.
And the Razorbacks will snap it on first and 10. The short hands, it's Brown. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Arkansas! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And the Hogs have put up the first touchdown of the game, and whoop-pig.
Woo-pig going nuts in the stands. Great fan base. They get excited, and you get out to the lead early, putting that score on the board, they are going nuts.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fielded in the end zone, it's Craver. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. They'll give it on the counter. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Back to pass, it's Reed. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Finds a spot in the middle. And a potentially touchdown-saving tackle made there after the long completion. Texas A&M going quickly. Wants to go up top on first down. Pulls it in. It's Moss. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Finds his man. It's Moss. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. They're working that left side. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Texas A&M will line up with a first and goal. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know, they went QB designed run, but there just was nowhere for the quarterback to go. He couldn't go outside, and there was just way too many bodies on the inside for him to get anything positive. They lose it.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Grab behind the line. It's Concepcion. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. We've reached the break. Arkansas has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, and making big plays.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Craver. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score trailing. He'll take the deep shot. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
And that's a really good play. That's a bomb. That's thrown way down the field. A lot of time for me to do what? Get a little bit handsy, get my hands, force a PI. Stayed calm, did a nice job staying the course, got his hand on the football for the deflection.
Fires to the right. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his second PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
Looking to throw, it's Reed. Fires left. And it's picked off for the third time today. Takes it the other way. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Arkansas! Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll bring it out. It's Craver. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Snagged out of the air. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't
going to throw it over the top of the deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
And listen, that's not a surprise. Obviously, they want to throw the football on third down and try to get a first down, but it got absolutely nowhere. Great job by the defense, rallying up and actually getting a tackle for a loss.
Looking for the first down. Texas A&M lines up on fourth. Now the play fake. And he's sacked. A big play on fourth down to stop this drive.
Tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. Fourth down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check your mentions, dog.
I know some teams have an aversion to punting. It's sort of the new wave of football. But giving the other team this kind of chance, that's just not smart. Tripped up for the tackle. The Razorbacks moving quickly to the line. Calls his own number. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
As they come to the line, they've moved it, but they need one more yard on third down. Fires to the end zone. Intercepted. Got room on the return. And it just turns out to be a missed opportunity. You get the ball in the red zone, and you turn it over.
Momentum, it plays a big role for teams and especially for offenses. And when you have chances like that, when you're down in this area of the field, you've got to be able to come away with points. Even if it's not going to be a touchdown, you are not leaving this area of the field without putting at least 3 up on the board. Missed opportunity.
He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Return brings it out to the 27. And your Arkansas Razorbacks will take over 1st and 10.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Off play action on 1st down. Using his feet to buy time. All kinds of time to survey the field, and he'll let it go to the left.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Green. Gets it out fast. Oh, he's got some space. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Off the play fake. Buys a little time with his feet. Trying to make magic on the scramble.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Caught near the sticks. It's Brown. Racing to the right. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And once he found open space, the band... into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on another SEC rival, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. And here's the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Trying to escape and get it himself. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Yeah, he does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner. And guess what? You know how easy offense is when you get me at 2nd and short, 2nd and medium? Everything in the playbook is open to him.
He fires a bullet to the right. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Arkansas! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And that's a great throw and catch, but you got to give the offensive line a lot of credit in pass protection because that was a slow developing play. Did you see him line up all the way to the left? He caught that thing across the field way down. So the quarterback needed time. He had to be able to survey the defense, step up, and throw a strike. The O-line getting it done in pass pro for that TD.
He gets it in there for the 2-point conversion, and the lead grows to 8. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Adams. Drills him with the stiff arm. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. Nice pickup on the return there. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Snags it quickly on the left. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. To the air, it's Simpson. Unloads it left. Wide open downfield. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. They went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Quickly to the tight end. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Lewis. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Miller with the ball. And again, stopped right in his tracks, nowhere to run. Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. He'll be stopped at the 32, still ground to cover if they want to convert, and fourth down is coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. To the air, it's Green. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Catch and stride inside the 15. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
And man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Adams. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Alabama pushing the tempo. Big-time playmakers on the outside. Now, look, Alabama's had great receivers. Ozzie Newsome, David Palmer way back in the day. But nowadays, it's sort of part of the DNA for the Crimson Tide.
Man, the run they had for several years was unbelievable with Judy and Ruggs and Cooper and Devontae Smith. Like, we can just keep going on guy after guy after guy that they had that wore that uniform that was a big-time elite playmaker on the outside.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover and pick up the first. Wants to throw. It's Simpson. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Looking to the big tight end. Working the big fella to the corner. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
That's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good calling plays. You get a completion on third down early in the game, and he should be having a lot of confidence now moving forward in this game calling plays.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the offense trying to get the screen pass to the running back and get him out into space to do some damage, but the defense not having it. No gain on that play.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. They want to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. With jet sweep pass. Breaks the tackle.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this league, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
On first and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats.